and discovered that her driver's license expired this year on her birthday.
Oh, jeez.
Which was recent. So
That's
she was like,
rough.
that's a weird twist of fate.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I thought she was going to be like, yeah, and I found like $20 in her wallet.
That's right. All right, are you guys ready to get started?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to a brand new episode of That Video Game Podcast, aka TVGP. I'm your host, Boston, joined as always by Moonpeer.
Howdy.
And the Nimp. I think you're muted, maybe, Nimp?
Yep.
No, I'm still...
Okay, well,
Now you know.
Discord
it's
decided to eat audio. Wouldn't you know it? How that's never happened before. Oh my gosh, you're back. You're fine. All right. Well, let's. I have a bunch of production stuff to talk about here at the beginning. So let's get started with Patreon. Patreon.com/E1M1 or E1M1.cash.
Those ones are the numerical digits 1.
$5 a month recommended tier that gets you everything like the exclusive Outcast Uncensored as well. Forgot that adjective as well. We talk about a laundry list of things. We mainly talk about the kids being all right and loving retro, not just audio but video as well. You're interested in picking up a CRT TV as well? We got some tips.
For dirt cheap.
That's right. For surprisingly cheap. It's so cheap because it weighs so much.
Pay by the pound CRT.
That's right. You also get early access to We Roguelike It and Critical Misses. At the $5 tier or higher, you get exclusive access to the Critical Misses production meeting and the Wayward Sons, the Supernatural TV show watchcast that Moon and Emperor are going through. All of that and more over at patreon.com/E1M1 or E1M1.cash.
The ones are the numerical digits 1.
3 real quick things to talk about here at the beginning. Number 1, it's a brand new episode of Dynamic Soundtrack out. It has been a long time since I've put one of those out. It's the start of season 3. If you haven't listened to it before, it's my video game music podcast. I don't even want to mention how long it's been. I talked about it at the beginning of the episode. I basically tried to do too much over the last couple of years, and so this episode is like a real back to basics of it's 10 to 12 songs. Here you go. Here's some cool music that I like.
The funny thing is, when that hit my feed, every once in a while, my podcast player will refresh podcasts and will just start to download the first episode of a podcast series.
Sure.
So when Dynamic Soundtrack randomly showed up, I was like, wait, is it screwing up again? I was like, oh no, this actually released.
Yeah. So I got a brand new one. It's about an hour long. It's a bunch of real great music over there. It should be in the Dynamic Soundtrack feed if you're still subscribed to that over at dynamicsoundtrack.com. It's also in this very feed as well, so hopefully everybody, including our beloved captive audience, can get that as well. So go check that out if you haven't listened to it before. I didn't play in a marathon this week, but I did want to mention before I forget in my segment, Marathon Season 2 is starting this week on June 2nd. The complete game will be free between June 2nd and June 9th. So if you wanted to check out Marathon next week, starting on the 2nd, the game will be completely free.
Free to keep or free to play for that time frame?
Free to play, and your progress will carry over if you buy the game at that point. And the game has been on sale for less than $30 lately too. So,
my son's looking at playing the free period with a couple of his friends.
I highly recommend it because it's the start of a new season. All of us that have been playing gets everything wiped, so everybody's starting at the beginning, and there's a whole bunch of new stuff as well at that point too. So go check that out. Lastly, the Final Fantasy V Forza Fiesta is starting here in the next couple of weeks. Wanted to mention that because we have a bunch of people that are going to be playing for the very first time on the Discord server, discord.tvgp.tv. It is also on Game Pass right now. So if you wanted to play it and you already have Game Pass, it's over there. Play the Pixel Remaster version, is the shortest answer to that. And if you want to get started with it, if you haven't played it for the first time, if you've played it for a whole bunch of times, join the Discord server and go join that channel. We'll help you get started, and we'll help you get used to Final Fantasy V, and hopefully you'll complete your first run over there. So
I will be participating this year too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have an idea for Game Club next year.
Oh, there you go.
You want to play 5 during a 4 job?
Heck yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's all we have. Moon, what is your gamer score update if you have one, and what have you been playing this past week?
I do. It's something that I forgot to mention last week because we were all swept away in the beauty of FH6. My gamer score is 800,000.
Oh, yes.
Anton.
There you go. You're getting close. That's right.
So I wanted 800,000 exactly for the show, and then I double popped an achievement when I shouldn't have. So that works, I guess.
Yeah, that happens to all of us as we're getting older.
Thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Saying nothing to that. With all that being said, the 3 games I've played this week, I played CyberTank. That was my achievement game this week.
Okay.
That is a tank-based puzzle game that's not as good fun as it sounds.
Aw. That's a bummer. Let me see if I can find a video for this.
More than a little bit. I'll give you one hint what your video is going to be.
Going to be you playing it?
That would be really funny. It's like, oh, it's a channel called Moon Pier. That's so strange.
Yeah, the only video on the internet for this video game.
Yep. No, it's an all puzzles guide. Wouldn't you know it?
Yep.
Oh, is it like a speedrun puzzle? Oh, okay.
So yes, it is a top-down tank movie roundy shooty game. It's fine. Some of the later puzzles are quite literally hurting my brain right now.
Okay.
While I yawn. So my apologies. I'm absolutely exhausted after. For those of you who don't know, I worked Saturday, so fun day today. I tried to play these games with no achievement guides, and the achievement guide is there if I preference it, and this game just elevates the puzzles to a completely insane standard by like level 31 or 32-ish.
Okay.
Dude, the third map that just popped up looks insane already.
Yeah, like
yes. They get tricky real quick, we'll say. But I mean, it's fine. It's a video game that I'm playing and getting achievements in. The other 2 games I played, we had game night this Friday. Again, check out LFG in the Discord that Boston mentioned earlier if you're interested. We played Gamble with Your Friends this week, which is a real quick way to start some arguments, we'll say.
Okay.
So, Gamble with Your Friends it's a quote-unquote friend slop game. A lift game, I prefer. You get a budget, you go into a casino, and you have to basically meet a quota, kind of like Lethal Company. You start off with 1,000, you have to finish the day with 1,200. Then you have 1,200, you have to finish the day with 1,400.
Okay.
And the quota keeps going up from there. Let's say we had some people in the party who didn't know how to gamble.
Okay.
There was several. So the first day was the hardest day, hands down, because if you start max betting, you can go broke in seconds. It feels like. And so I should actually explain this. It's a first-person game, and you go in. You get a call from the loan shark who gives you a challenge, and then you go into the casino, and then you basically have big interactive buttons that you hit with your hands, and you make bets. If you don't meet the quota at the end of the day, you get put in a hole by the loan shark and his crew, and you know what takes place.
Okay.
and it even says like go in the hole. But if you don't know what you're gambling or how to gamble, it's really easy to suddenly be like, oh wait, it's day one. You get like 5 minutes a day, and we're already broke.
Okay.
Because there was 6 of us playing too. So it's like, oh no, we're broke. This is terrible news. So once we started figuring things out, like you can buy items for tickets, which is not, it doesn't deduct from your budget, but you can use those items to do things like there's a camera, and if you take a photo of someone in the middle of winning something, you get a percentage of that of that winnings.
Oh, okay.
And to earn that, you smash the camera, and then it's worth, like, I took a picture of Rob in the process of winning a blackjack hand, and I got $102 for just taking a photo, essentially.
Okay.
The bigger the win, the better the photos. The
Hit bosses
better
don't want you to know about these 15 secrets.
That's right. That's right.
100%. One of them is like a coin, and it lets you go all in for free, essentially. So you can just literally go all in for zero cost to your budget. So anytime that shows up, I make sure we buy it, and then we give it to Rob, since he seems to have the golden touch when it comes to gambling. Okay. I don't know why. There's a gun that lets you shoot body parts, and it gives you 33% of your quota for every body part that you shoot.
Okay.
So this game does have proximity audio.
Okay.
And one of the things you can do is you can shoot somebody in the eye, and they lose eyesight in that eye. So then half of the screen is covered in blackness.
Okay.
Very much a Metal Gear Solid 3 moment where you go first person. It's just shaded. You can shoot them in the legs, and then they lose the ability to walk. So you can carry them around the casino, and they can hit the buttons if you're carrying them, or they can roll around the casino. And if you suffer from motion sickness, never ever lose your legs is the thing I can tell you, because oh boy, that is nauseating to me, and I don't even really suffer from it. Or you can shoot them in the mouth, and if you shoot them in the mouth vanishes.
Okay.
And then instead of hearing talking, all you hear is
Incredible. Another little Matrix moment.
Yeah, it's very much like the first Matrix, where it's just like, how are you going to gamble with no mouth, Mr. Anderson?
That's right.
It's really cute, and you can buy the body parts back using tickets rather than funds.
Oh, okay.
So you can put them in a machine back at home base, and then you can buy back their body parts. There was a moment where I was struggling with the I can't even remember what it's called, like the quota pistol. And I may or may not have shot Alf in the mouth, in the legs, and in the eye all at once.
A real shotgun blast sort of situation.
So, community member Alf was basically had no mouth. He could hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, essentially, is what was going on with Alf.
Apparently.
But I was just carrying him around the whole time. Because I was like, look, it was my bad. I messed this up, so I'm going to carry you around and let you play a couple of games. We hit the quota, then we bought him his face, eyes, and legs back.
But you have to buy it back, too? It doesn't just come back?
Nope. As if you complete the quota in the day, you can take those tickets to the machine in the main hub, like your home base, and you put him in the machine, and you spend those tickets to basically buy back his body parts.
Wow, it's such a screw job.
Yes, but you get 33% of your quota if you use that gun. So if you're kind of starting out, it's the gun to have, because day one is the hardest day to get by, because it's just like, yeah, bro, this is really difficult to make like 200 profit when everybody's gambling like 900, and it's, you know, it's just gone in a heartbeat.
Right.
We did manage to make it to like.
I was gonna say, how much money do you get for leaving your friends in a bathtub full of ice cubes and you cash in their kidneys? Like,
not enough.
Yeah, not as much as you think.
So when you're selling those body parts at the home base, you get yellow tickets for it, which you can use to buy items, which is like the camera, like that and the gun and that kind of stuff. When you're in the casino and you use the budget gun, you get 33% of the quota. So technically, it's easier to hit the quota with the gun, provided everybody understands that maybe 2 or 3 people have to sacrifice an eyeball or so
for the greater good.
Yes, for the greater good. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
Yeah,
The greater good of your
Snake
gambling
pulled it off.
addiction.
Yeah, Snake pulled it off. So why can't we pull it off?
That's
You
right.
know.
I don't think Snake wanted to pull it off.
I mean,
didn't
anything
want
for
to,
country,
sure did.
anything for his country, right?
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure he was at that point where he wasn't sure he stood for his country anymore.
The
I mean, he did quite literally after that mission desert the country and build a PMC, but we don't talk about that
That's
anymore.
right.
So
As a PSP game.
Is
no,
that the
like-
next game? Is that the
Yeah.
sequel to this?
yeah, it's Peace Walker. It's literally it's Peace Walker. That's the plot of Peace Walker.
Yeah.
Which is just the original version of Metal Gear Solid 5. Funnily enough.
Yeah.
Who would
Metal
have
Gear
thought?
Solid 5: Colin Monster Hunter.
Yes. Anyway, so yeah, we got into it. We like as you progress through the days, like the floors, you get access to more floors of the casino, and the games change. So like on floor 1, you've got very basic games. So you've got like blackjack, you've got street craps, whatever street craps is. You have like a slot machine, and then on like the second floor, you'll have like duck races where you can gamble on the ducks, like those like little penny horse races that we used to see when we were kids. You got those. You've got Dragon Tower. Don't know what that is. All other names that are just like I don't know what any of these games are, so I don't want to gamble and lose everything kind of situation. Learning how to play the quick way to run out of money is what I've discovered while playing this. But at the end of every day, it does like a bar chart, like a profit and loss bar chart, or line graph, I should say, where it shows the flow of profit and loss throughout the course of the day. It's really hilarious seeing people just go on a downward tangent and stay down there. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Ash. I'm looking at you, me. I'm looking at you, Bill. And then the inverse of that is seeing people just go straight up a mountaintop and stay there. I'm looking at you, Rob, the only one who has successfully gambled among all of us. But by the time you hit like day 4, like the goal's like 60,000 or something, and we're like spinning the slots for like 20k a piece each time.
Jeez. Okay.
And it's just like this is horrifically bad and horrifically good at the same time.
Yeah.
It plays really well. It controls really well. I think it probably could do with a tutorial on some of the games.
Right.
Like I said, I don't know what Dragon Tower is. There's a weird Minesweeper looking game that I have no idea how to play. Kino, I think that one was called.
Okay.
Don't know how to play that one.
Either.
And then like one player poker shows up, and I'm like, yeah, now we're in
talking.
my house.
Yeah.
One player poker, like I'm down for one player poker. I can do that. And then we lost, and then we all got put in a hole and.
Yep.
Yeah.
On
That's
that
how
day.
it goes. Vegas, baby.
But like, I'm curious to see because like we got to the 4th floor, so I'm curious to see what is above that. If there is anything above that, how stupid rolls get, what items do. Like take a photo. There's a microphone. The microphone will boost people's earnings who are in a certain radius of the person with the microphone. But it will only do that for a limited time, and only as long as someone is singing.
Incredible.
And it has the microphone effect and the wobble and the high pitched noise when people start talking into a microphone. Does all of that jazz.
That's so good.
It was shockingly fun. I don't know how much legs it's got in it.
Sure.
Which is ironic considering nobody in the game actually has legs.
Right.
But yeah, you can
It's
shoot
just
them
up.
off anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you basically just shoot them in the body and then they roll around on their heads. So like I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'm pretty sure it was like $6, like
Okay.
$7, and
That's
it's
not
one of
bad.
those things where it's like, even if it's a one-time only thing, I'm fine with that because I've paid $60 for video games that I haven't even played. looking at
Right.
you, Witcher 3.
Hey, that has new DLC coming out.
Yeah, never a better time.
Yeah, I know. I bought the Wild Hunt. I bought the Wild Hunt upgrade for like $3 once.
That's a pretty good deal.
What can go wrong buying a 100-hour RPG?
Yeah, for $3, it's a steal.
It's not like I own like 50 of them. Nothing like that at all.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. We'll probably play it again next game night. Probably, he says. Or ironically enough, we'll use the Wheel of Destiny to figure it out, and because Bilsiford just has all of the games we have now in a big wheel that he spins, so that sometimes figures it out. But no, it was fun. It's a fun little one of those games. I do look forward to playing it again, but I don't know exactly how long it will last.
Sure.
The only other game I played was Forza Horizon 6.
Yeah, you did. Me too.
Yeah, did you notice how I caught up and overtook you on the road at some point?
I did not. I haven't played in a couple of days, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I got my gold wristband.
Nice. I'm like halfway through the last bar to get the gold wristband. Yeah, purple, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, boy, that number of points you need for that last wristband is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's not bad for anyone that's listening. Like, it's not bad. It's just sort of like, oh, you need like, before it'd be like, you need 2,000 points to get the purple wristband. I'm like, oh yeah, no big deal. I'll just do a handful of races. And the last one was like, you need 20,000 points. It's like, okay, cool. I got 350 for doing an activity, so I'm going to be doing a lot of everything on this map, which is great because I want to play this game. But it's sort of like, that's a lot of stuff here. Okay.
Yep. So I essentially 3-starred all of the danger signs, speed zones, speed traps, trailblazers, and most of the drift zones.
Okay, I was gonna say everything except for drift zones.
I got most of the drift zones.
Okay.
There are a couple that are ridiculously difficult. And I just want to shout out Monkey here for being a thorn in my side, for being top of the leaderboard in a lot of these things.
Yep.
Like a moron, I also went and I got Master Explorer in the Visit Japan section of the Korea guides.
Okay.
A Master Explorer basically means you have to max out a lot. Like I think it was 5,000 points I needed, so I had to max out 10 of the Explorer things. So signs, day trips, jobs, stories, mascots, that kind of stuff. And I now have the Forza Horizon Edition Torino AE86.
Oh, incredible! Was that a reward for doing the Explorer?
It was a reward for doing the Explorer stuff. Nice. I heard it was, and I beelined it for that reward because I was like, I want that.
That's been my one problem with this game, is the rewards feel a little bit imbalanced. So what Moon's talking about is, in the journal we talked about last week, there are different categories in the journal. It's like Explorer and activities and like all sorts of things. And there's if you complete a lot of activities in one category, it will then give you, like, you completed a ton of stuff in Explorer, you get the Master Explorer, basically like completion badge. You said, all right, you've done a lot of, if not all of the
like when
Explorer
you do
stuff.
all of the mascots, like you get a reward, like a reward for each point, like at certain integers. But like there's 200 mascots, and you get it like maybe every 40. You'll get a reward, and it'll be like, oh, you get 5,000 credits. You get a wheel spin. You get a basic kind of car. And then when you get to the final reward, usually it's like you get a super wheel spin or 250,000 credits or a special car kind of thing. And like the Master Explorer is basically, it's doing that across 5 different categories to get the 5,000 points that I needed in that, essentially.
Right. And for some of those, I feel like the rewards are pretty good. Of like, you're saying 250,000 credits, or like
Like I
great
think the
car.
final reward in every category, I think is good.
Yeah.
I think the rewards leading up to those is mostly garbage.
Yeah, and like I was going through this week, and I hit a milestone in the Horizon promo stuff, which persists from previous games where you're taking a picture of every car that exists in the game.
Oh yeah, you got your 200, didn't you? You hit 200 cars.
Yeah, I hit 200, and it was basically like, here's the next. It was 200 or 250. It doesn't matter. It was basically like I hit a big milestone, and I got. I think it was a car.
A wheel spin. It was a wheel spin. You got a wheel spin.
Well, I haven't gotten the. What I'm building up to is I got a car, and I was like, okay, that's super cool. Like that's a really great thing for hitting that milestone. The next milestone is like 50 cars past that, which is now getting harder that I'm in the 200s. It's the reason why I never go for all the cars, because it's just so annoying. And taking a picture, please God, Playground, taking a picture takes forever. I don't want to save these pictures. I just want an option for take a quick picture, count the cars, and like dump me back out of there. Yeah.
On that note, when you go into photo mode, just hit right bumper. It takes a quick photo. It doesn't do all of the process and everything. It still gives you credit for it.
I'll have to do that. That's been my biggest problem of like, it takes a photo, it does all this processing. I'm like, I don't care.
I hate the processing time on a photo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like right bumper, done.
Yeah,
out
exactly.
to the photo mode.
So like, let's say it was 200 cars that I got I don't remember the number. Let's say it was 200 cars to get the that I've taken a photo of to get the reward. I got a car for that, and I was like, okay, great. It is 200. Here's on my stream. And then it's like, okay, at 250 or 300 or something, here's your next reward. A single wheel spin. I'm like, bro, no. Like that's the thing you give me for 10 cars that I've taken photos of, not 250. Like, give me some sort of cool outfit. Give me a dumb emote or a dance or something. Give me another car. There's 619 cars in this game. You can have some of them as part of this system. Don't give me like
the worst part is like the good rewards will be like 500 and 550 cars.
Yeah, and
that
it's
would
like
be the really solid rewards.
And like
I'm not gonna hit that.
No, and that's okay. Like, I want the rewards way up there to be good, but I don't want the rewards in the middle to be like 20,000 credits. I was like, no, I'm getting that for just like winning a race. Like, that's not an appropriate reward at this point. So like, I kind of see that all across 6 of like, oh man, I hit a new milestone. That's great. Like, I finished all these type of events at 3 stars. What did I get? 50,000 credits. I was like, no, stop it. Like, come on, man. Frustrating.
Yep. And like my personal, my main complaints from last week are still the same, which is Tollgate, that event, the drifting down the mountain event, is still. It's just a point-to-point race, one-on-one. Don't like it. Give me drifts.
It's a twisty point-to-point race.
That's the whole point of it, is to be like drifty too. You're trying to take from the anime without including things from the anime. My other thing about that is it's gone. I lost it.
Okay. I did realize something this week while I was playing that I hadn't realized they removed from 5, which is one of the kind of like cyclical nature of 5 is you would go unlock a Horizon Festival spot. You do a whole bunch of races around it, and then you'd go unlock the next one.
Event. That was the thing.
Yeah, they removed those completely, which I don't think is a bad thing. I kind of liked racing the float, like the float truck in 5, but it's kind of surprising how much of that they removed of like you're unlocking festival sites across Mexico or Australia. None of that exists here, and it took me a really long time to realize that was gone. I was like, I'm too mad about
Yeah,
that, I
because
don't think.
it's like, hey, do you want to teleport back to the closest Horizon Festival site? And it's the same one every single time.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, there's just one, bro.
Yeah,
That's fine.
just the one or my house. Like, okay, sure.
And yeah, my festival playlist for spring or summer bugged
Oh no.
because I did every single challenge in it except for the dailies, and I was missing one daily. Can't do that one daily. It's just not letting me complete that one daily, so now I have to do every single challenge in autumn to try and get the achievement for doing every single challenge in a seasonal
Oh,
playlist
they have
like
that back.
thing.
Okay, I see.
Yes.
Um,
The
thankfully,
achievements are honestly they're not that bad this time, like at all. They don't even have a promo achievement in there, just to give you an idea.
I thought they
They
didn't have one in there, which was
they
interesting.
don't have a roads achievement. They don't have a the stupid battle royale mode achievement. No,
Thank
that's
God.
not in here.
Do they have one
Like
for
so far,
what's arcade called now again? I don't know why they got rid of the name arcade. That was a much better name.
Horizon. Well, they don't have one for the stunt party one. They don't have
Stunt
an
party.
achievement for that anymore. Oh, maybe they do. Maybe they have one for hitting like stage 3 for the first time or
Oh,
something,
okay.
which you've probably already got at this point.
Yep.
But they do have the level 10 in Horizon Play and level 100 in Horizon Play, which is the one that's like, hey, I hope you like 750 hours worth of grinding multiplayer XP on.
Yeah. How do you get
That's
Horizon Play XP? Is that only multiplayer events?
Horizon
That's
Play is literally you have to go onto the start menu online all the way over to Horizon Play, and it doesn't even forefront your experience. It only does that after each event when it pops up with the little XP bar that it
oof.
normally does. Except it says Horizon Play with the number on it, and I'm just like
level 10 in that is fine because like you'll probably get
yeah,
that naturally by just playing
it's the level
a handful
100
of
is the
stuff.
problem.
Yeah, the level 100 is like that's
Especially because like I was talking with you about this on while you were streaming a couple of weeks. I think it was last week you were streaming it. They changed the XP progression to be like instead of 1,000 per level, 1,000 XP per level, they changed it now so it's exponentially increasing. So it goes 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500,
right.
which is fine up to like level 50. But then when you're trying to get, 700,000 XP to get from level 70 to 71, and
Right.
it's like,
And then the next one is 800,000. It's just like, no, please, God.
yes, it's that exponential increase is just like you guys need to patch this and soon, please.
Yeah, exactly.
But all I've really got is like the weirdly specific achievements and like a couple of grindy ones. I have to win 71 races
Okay.
because when I was doing the gold wristband challenges, I was just focused on doing all the PR stunts. Because hey, guess what? There is no PR stunt achievement in this either, except for one, but that's only for a specific area.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do these because the PR stunts are kind of fun.
Right.
And I'm also just gonna fling my AE86 as fast as humanly possible through these speed gates and see
Right.
what happens.
Interesting. It's kind of
21 mile an hour, by the way.
it's kind of surprising. Like I don't care that much about achievements in these games because in the past some of them have been annoying. Of like take a picture of every car, and it's like, no, that's not going to happen. But some of them are weird. Of like taking out the one for discovering all the roads feels exceptionally odd because to me that felt like one of the things I think a lot of people were going to do anyway. And it was fun to be like, all right, yeah,
So
I got it.
the equivalent of that in this one is uncover all of the map, which is the get
Sure.
rid of the fog of war in
Right.
the entire area, which you basically only have to drive through like 75% of each area for it to just go, yeah, bro, you've seen enough. We're just gonna clear this for you.
Yeah, May keeps calling me on the radio, just being like, hey, man, I guess you really love this area. You discovered all of it. And I'm like, I am just driving through this game. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sure, this area is great. Sure.
That's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
She's talking about you've literally uncovered enough fog of war for it to like just give you the whole opening now.
Right.
Which is good because it also shows you roads that you haven't driven before.
Right.
There was a semi-heated text exchange from a friend of the show, Rob, because after we finished playing it last week, we were talking about like, yeah, I'm not going to go for all the roads, and Rob was like, yeah, I'm not going to go for all the roads, and then ADHD brain kicked in, and he started going for all of the
I was
roads.
gonna say, let's look at the leaderboards.
I haven't seen an update yet.
Okay.
But last I checked, with the exception of Legend Island, which has like 9 roads or something like that,
Okay.
friend of the show Rob was missing 1.
Okay. Okay.
Couldn't find it. Doesn't know where it is.
That's Forza Horizon.
Uh-huh. It's like, okay, that sucks for you, bro, but like I ain't doing it. I'm not going for that.
I can't
right now. I'm
believe
just trying to
they
do the
have not
races.
fixed that yet.
Well,
Like,
here's
that has been a constant issue. For
here's the more
every
devious
Horizon
thing.
game.
There's a new type of road in here, which is basically like back alleys in Tokyo City, that is an even darker. When you haven't driven over them, when you drive over them, they're like a bright green. They're an even darker shade of gray, which almost exactly matches the background of the minimap.
The buildings.
It's like, so you not only didn't fix the issue of like, hey, bro, here's the last road you need. You got all but one of them. Now they have an even more devilish road that they've put in. I was like, come on, someone needs to stop you guys. Come on. Help us out, please.
That's probably why they got rid of the achievement, to be honest.
True,
probably they got lambasted for it.
Well, and last time on both the Xbox and the PS5 version of Forza Horizon 5, it unlocked like 5 roads before you discovered all of them. So it's like you didn't even have to discover all of the roads either way. So it's wild. Because
I think on the last game they learned a lesson a little bit. So they did. It wasn't like do all of the PR stunts. It was like do 80% of the PR stunts.
True. Right.
And it was like do 80% of the roads, do 80% of the promo. And then this one, they're just like, nah, bro, park this car at this place, you'll be fine. Here's an achievement.
Yeah, park the covered car at a car meet and you get an achievement. It's like, okay.
Because that was the achievement that I got to take me to 800,000 exactly.
Oh, nice.
Which was, it's all eyes on me.
That's a good one.
Apparently, at some point, my Xbox is updated because I've got the new rare achievement animations.
Oh, okay. I think, is that the one with the angel wings that I got the other day?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like the little angel wings on the bottom.
That one's fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the laurel. It's a laurel. We might as well just say what it is. It's
okay. I couldn't tell because
it comes across the bottom.
When it went back into the achievement, I was like, oh, that's something different. Okay, well, won't see that again.
And the diamond looks different, and it's got like it looks more like a milky white diamond now, and it rotates slightly differently.
Yeah.
Sound is still the same, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But no, I like this game a lot. I'm literally winding my time up with it after 2 weeks, which feels a little sad. It'll just be the achievement hunt now for me, until the DLC comes out, which hopefully they go buck wild with the DLC like they usually do, because like I think they learned from 4, like Hot Wheels is a really good DLC for it. And like they should learn from 4, and Lego is another fantastic DLC for it.
If you just want to alternate between Hot Wheels and Lego like they've been doing before, I'm more than happy.
Well, usually they release 2 packs, and it's like it's usually Lego or Hot Wheels, and then I think in 5 it was like that Rally Island thing.
It was that rally thing.
Gave a crap about it.
Yeah, I kind of didn't like that very much.
Yeah, give me Lego, give me Hot Wheels. The two extremes of thing.
Yeah.
Especially if when you crash through objects, it just goes blah, 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 and makes that Lego noise from the games.
That's right.
Please.
Yeah, like I'm also kind of like a little bit torn because I'm approaching the gold wristband as well, and I'll like visit Gold Island or whatever they call it, but I'm not sure how much I'll play beyond that.
Legend Island.
Legend Island, thank you.
Give it its God-given name.
I'm really enjoying my time with it, but I'm not sure beyond like discovering all of the roads. I'm not sure how much I'm feeling the desire right now to hunt all the mascots and all the events and all the boards and like do all the checklisty stuff.
Like the boards and the mascots was great for me when I had a really bad day. and I just wanted to zone out, and I listened to a podcast.
Yeah,
or have
that's
like a
it's
YouTube
perfect for that.
video in my ears.
Yep.
And I was just like, "Yep, I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna look at my map, find a purple thing, aim at it. Look at my map, find the next purple thing,
Yep.
aim at it. Look at my map, find the next purple thing."
And like as much as we've expressed frustration about some of the other aspects of this game, the ease of finding the boards and the mascots is really great. The
quality of life is incredible in this version.
Yeah, like the
It's so
radius at which it will mark stuff on the minimap for you is way bigger than I would have expected, and I applaud them for that, because there is nothing worse than getting into a game like this and being like, okay, I have 190 of the 200 boards. I have driven in this game for 30 hours. I should have all of them on my map. And then you have to like pull up a wiki or pull up a YouTube video or something, and that's literally the last thing I want to do. And
the fact that like they have the progression in the regions too lets you
Yep.
narrow it down even further if you
it's
need
so
to. And you get rewards for doing each region 100% in them too. So like, it's really cute. Like I've got like all of the little mascots because I've smashed them all. I can use the chibi versions of them as like my little logo thing.
Oh,
now.
your little stamp badge thing, whatever they call it. Yeah.
Which I figured out, if you see somebody, if you see a drivatar that has what looks like a person sitting on a swing,
Yeah.
that's a Playground Games employee drivatar.
Okay, that's what I was suspecting. Yeah. So like, I'll keep playing. I want to get to the gold wristband. I want to unlock all the activities, but and this isn't a fault.
Oh,
go ahead.
I don't know how you feel about them, but when you do unlock the gold wristband, minor spoiler alert here,
Sure.
You will get the Titan, the Goliath, those races.
Oh, I love those races.
Get ready to drive the entire map.
Right.
Have fun.
I love those races because they're like,
so I'm super excited.
30, 40 minutes worth of a race. I was talking about those on stream. Those remind me a lot of my favorite race from SSX3, where you race from the peak of the mountain all the way to the bottom. It's like a half an hour, 45-minute race. I love those because even a quote-unquote long race in Forza Horizon 6 is like 3 laps, and each lap is 2 minutes. So it's like, that's cool, but I want to race like the entirety of like from northern Japan to southern Japan in one like twisty circuitous route, like so that's
like
exciting.
It's one of those things where like I'm assuming like the road race version is probably the entire highway loop.
Probably.
I'm assuming the off-road version is probably the entire loop all the way around the outside.
Yeah,
like I unlocked them and I'm like, yes, they're back.
That's my
I'm
stuff.
Save them for a special occasion.
That's right. So like I'm enjoying this as much as if I enjoyed all the other ones. And I'll finish the like quote unquote story mode, and I'm very happy that the story mode stuff is way less in your face than previous games. It's still not fantastic, but it's way less annoying than it's ever been. But I'm not sure how much I'm gonna like go all the way into getting everything. I'll revisit how I feel about it maybe when it comes out on PS5 at the end of this year, at least estimated.
Do you know if progression is going to transfer over for you? Or
I don't think we know anything about it. And if they didn't transfer progression on 5, but that was definitely a moment of like, oh no, I have to start back from the beginning. Oh shucks, oh no. Like
what a shame.
I guess I'll play one of my favorite racing games all over again. So like I'll be okay if they don't, but maybe when it comes out on PS5, maybe I'll feel like, okay, maybe this is when I'll go get all the boards and the mascots and all of that stuff. But I probably won't go for the platinum because that Horizon Play trophy will still be there too. And I'm like, well, I'm not playing hundreds of hours of multiplayer Forza Horizon 6 for one trophy. Like, that's absolutely not going to happen. But that's okay, because this game is great. And I might be in the mood to play it again for a little bit more. But it's great.
All right, I'm definitely not going to 100% this game. I
No.
can tell you right now, I will not 100% this game.
It's just
I
too
will
much.
get every achievement if I can, I'm looking at the stupid multiplayer achievement and hoping
Yep.
they patch that thing.
Yeah, I hope they patch
Well,
that, because that's too much. Even for someone who
and the
like,
worst part is, it messes with my OCD because it's 57 achievements for 1,000 gamer score. It's 50, punks.
that's right. Just leave it at 50. Yeah, I hope they fix it, because like, even if you're living and breathing Forza Horizon 6, like you stream it 8 hours a day every single day, and that's your thing, or you and your friends are playing it constantly, like every night, that's still too much multiplayer.
Yup.
There's just no way.
It'll be the classic thing I bumped into with 5, which is like I had every achievement in 5 except for the Eliminator achievement.
Uh-huh.
And then they announced the server closure, so I was like, I'm just gonna try and get this Eliminator achievement.
Yep.
And it'll be the same for this, where I'll have every achievement except for that one.
Yep.
And it'll be like, yes, excellent. Have fun trying to get this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But I still recommend it, you know, just as much as these other ones. Like, I think we said it was last week. If you haven't enjoyed these games, this isn't the one where it's like, oh, you got to pick up 6. They revitalized the genre. No, it's the same. It's the same game it has been for a while. It's just bigger, and it feels better, and it's still as fun to play. So like, it's Forza Horizon at this point. Not to like minimize it or be kind of snarky about it, but like these games are what they are at this point, and I love them, but
Yep.
I don't think they're gonna change in any meaningful way unless these games start not selling or something.
Yup.
Yeah,
You guys want to know
Yeah,
what the
that's all I've
current
been playing.
estimate is for 100%ing?
I would love to.
Oh, it's
It's
like 100%
anywhere-
of the challenges or the achievements? Because the achievements is
Achievements.
it's $1,000 because of that
Well,
one
right
achievement.
now, that one achievement puts it around 250 plus hours,
Oof.
but no
Yeah,
one has gotten it yet. So that's just an
People
estimate.
have done basic math on it, and it's like they're saying 500 to 1,000 hours for that one
So
achievement.
much. Even 100 hours is like 100 hours would even be like, this achievement is broken, and maybe a case for like achievements are not a great idea in every case. But like hundreds of hours is just not. Come on, man. What are we doing? It's wild.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's all I've been playing. Mr. Nimp, take us into X4 Battlegrounds, whatever it's
I
called.
was gonna say RPG Landia.
Wish. Yeah, I have not played any X4 this week because I've just been too busy. The only game that I have played this week is Code Vein 2.
Oh, okay.
And only because, surprisingly, I can play this game in bite-sized chunks.
That is surprising.
And what I mean by that is that there is a lot of exploring you can do because it's all open. It's an open map, but there are dungeons that you find within the map, and the dungeons are usually, so far, all the ones that I have found, it's usually a little bit of exploring. There's like a very small puzzle maybe, and then there's a boss fight at the end.
Okay.
And even including the boss fight, these dungeons are taking like 15-20 minutes to complete.
So like Dragon Age 2 dungeons where it's like, oh, that was 2 rooms and a boss. Okay.
Yeah, and you usually get something decent. You may not be using it for your current build, but you usually get something decent from completing those dungeons. So I'm just like, all right, I have a half hour to knock something out real quick before I have to go somewhere, and let me do a dungeon real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But earlier this week, I did complete the quest line for Jose, one of the heroes, and I was talking about how I was confused about the objective being that we were supposed to be killing the heroes. So I now, based off of one template that I have completed, I believe I know what the flow of the game is now, where you go back in time, you find that hero, you help them with the issue that is happening at that time, and then you get an item from them. And that item, so far, turns out to be the key that you were looking for, so that way you can come back into the present time, and a la Ocarina of Time, you hold out your hand, and the item displays above your hand and floats towards the orb prison that the hero is currently in and unlocks it.
I see.
was waiting for the music to start playing
Yeah.
when I saw that, and I'm like, that is so stupidly funny. But when in the present time, when you unlock the hero, they, at least for Jose, I'm just assuming it's the same for all the other ones I'm going to find, they have morphed into a thing, like some monstrous thing.
Okay.
Is that a
And
frog? Does he speak in oldie
no,
English?
no, unfortunately, so far. This one with Jose, the whole thing with her is that she has like a berserker ability where she just goes into a fit of rage, and friend or foe is no longer distinguished. She just attacks whatever's there.
Mm.
And in an effort to stop herself from continuing to do this, she basically gouges out her eyes.
Okay.
And so now she's blind. But she also does not have her berserker ability anymore. And because of events, this has morphed her into a monster that you have to fight.
Gotcha.
And the arena that they put you in, she is massive. Like, I'm thinking like 3 stories, maybe 4 stories tall.
Oh,
and they
wow.
put you in a small arena to fight her. Her one attack can cover half of the arena.
Incredible.
And that's just her normal range without doing anything special. And if you get out of her range, she does have a few ranged attacks, but she has a very annoying, oh, I'm just going to teleport to you now and start attacking.
Oh, great.
And it was not a horrific fight, but I have figured out, playing more and more of it, that I believe with my current build, my role in this is to let my partner do most of the aggro grabbing, and then I just kind of beef myself up, wait for an opening, get in there, start doing attacking, and then dodge and counter as needed.
Okay.
And this seems to be working. There are moments where the enemies will do like this feral cry, and then they just aggro onto you no matter what's happening, which isn't a big deal. But towards the beginning of the game, you are a glass cannon. I wouldn't even say a glass cannon. You're just a glass house. You're not doing a whole lot of damage, and you can't take a whole lot of damage. As I have progressed through the game now, I have found another hero. I have gone back in time for that hero. I have managed to increase the amount of healing that I have and how much healing each recovery item does. And I have gotten more comfortable in how my attacks work, what my range is with the dual blades and all that. I still suck horrifically at counter or parrying.
Sure.
Even some of the windups for like the bigger enemies, I'm like, all right, cool, you're attacking now. No, you're not. And then I get hit. So, it's been weird. I'm just having problems reading enemies right now. But in the new area that I'm at, I have found a new hero that I'm supposed to be helping out. I've got 2 areas that I need to check out, but because of time restraints, I was like, all right, let me go explore these dungeons, because some of the healing items, or some of the items that you need to increase the potency and the amount of times you can heal, you can see them on the map and you can pin them, but when you go there, they're not there. It's like, oh crap, they're underground in a dungeon. So now I need to go find, okay, where is the entrance for this dungeon, so that way I can go in there. All of the save points and stuff, like the bonfires, they are very well placed so far. Anytime I feel like, man, I could really use one of these, I usually find one around the corner or just like a few areas further in.
Oh, nice.
So I'm having a tough time trying to figure out how to label this one, because it's very difficult in the beginning, but overall it doesn't feel like a difficult Souls-like game.
Right.
But I don't... If you want to do, like, you know, baby's first Souls game, I don't think I could recommend this one as, like, the first one to try out. Definitely the first Code Vein, but I don't think this would be the one to try out.
Right.
It's... I don't know, it's weird. And I still haven't really figured out its jankiness, because every Souls game has jank to it.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm still trying to figure that out. I think I've got my build mostly kind of worked out, where I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with the combat that I'm doing and everything. It's just trying to figure out parries, which I've never been successful at doing, which is why I'm always a perfect dodge person.
Right.
But unfortunately, that's all I've been playing. Like, I just haven't had time to really play this week, unfortunately. Yeah. So, Boston, besides Horizon, what else have you been playing this week?
Quickly, I want to talk about Saros. I don't have too much to talk about this game this week. Number one, because of spoilers, but number two, also for reasons I'll get to in a minute. I beat the final boss with like literally a pixel of health left. It was probably the closest boss battle that I've ever had.
Always the way. Yeah.
I'm not really wild about that final area for reasons that are spoilers, and this game just came out, so I don't want to talk about it. I think it changes up some stuff in the game that is frustrating, and part of the reason why I like Saros is it's kind of the flip of Returnal, where Returnal was really skill-based. Like, you just need to keep doing runs, you need to keep getting better, there's really no meta progression to speak of. There was in Returnal, but not like most roguelikes.
Yeah.
So it's really like, get used to the areas and get used to the bosses and etc. Saros, with the skill tree and all of that stuff, and like, I am starting runs with weapons that are like significantly stronger than I was ending runs in Returnal with. So like, you can get really strong very quickly. Again, I'm sure you could probably finish the game without investing in the skill tree at all if you really wanted to make it super hard, or you can change the heat meter to make it more difficult than it is by default, and all of that stuff. So like, I like having to, or I like being able to start from an earlier area, fight through a couple bosses, fight through a couple areas, and like get buffed, get better weapons, get better artifacts and stuff like that. And then by the time I get to the area I am looking to clear, I'm incredibly strong, not unstoppable, as I don't think I've ever felt that way in this game, but I feel a lot stronger than a lot of the other runs I've been able to do. The hard part I have about this game is I kind of don't know how I feel about it. And part of that is that I feel like I'm not being... We talked about this just today on We Roguelike It, of like, there are a lot of those roguelikes or run-based games where you finish a run and you're like, win or lose, I gotta get back in there. Like, I gotta do another run. Like, I just need to keep playing this game. And
yep,
that's a lot of what Returnal felt like for me. And that's kind of not how I'm feeling with Saros. And I'm trying to figure out why. I think part of it is because of the length of runs isn't necessarily bad, because Returnal runs were long as well. But I'm not looking for run-based games or roguelikes or whatever that are super long right now. So I think part of the runs being longer, and again, you don't have to have them be long. You can be like, oh, well, I need to clear out this area. I can just warp right there, and then I'll start from there. But, again, that's not always the best choice. So I think that might be something that's a negative for it right now. But also from a story perspective, I don't feel like I'm being pulled through as much as I was in Returnal. Like, a big part of Returnal for me was that mystery of, like, I genuinely don't know what's going on. Every time I get a bit of a story beat, I'm getting some information, but, like, half of the time in Returnal, up until the very end, it's sort of like, okay, well, that makes sense. But now I have like 10 other questions, so I'm not sure that really answered anything. But okay, I'll just keep playing. And I don't feel like that in Saros. And I'm not sure if that's because it's in Returnal it was just Celine. And like there was no one to talk to and there's no one to get answers from. There's no one involved in that story largely except for Celine without spoiling things. And that's so different in Saros because you're sent there with the rest of your expedition that there's a lot of people involved and you're getting audio logs from people on your expedition and other expeditions that you're kind of there to investigate what happened with them. So like it's just a very different feeling game, and I am enjoying it a lot, but I feel like there's something missing from it that really clicked with me with Returnal and isn't clicking with me maybe in the same way in this one. And I need to spend some time before Game of the Year this year trying to figure out like what that is. I also haven't completely finished the game. Minor unsurprising spoilers here for a run-based roguelike. When I beat the first boss, there's still more to do. Or the final boss. I know, like shock of all shocks. So like there's still some stuff to do.
Did you also kill a god with the power of friendship?
No, but I was to drive a big mech, surprisingly. That's just Xenogears. But so finishing that stuff might resolve some of my feelings in the game. So I'm not putting my like final these are my final thoughts stamp on this game or anything, but it's kind of I'm trying to figure out as I'm going through how I'm feeling about it in general, and it's not as strong as Returnal was. Okay. And I'm not sure if it's like you can't get lightning in a bottle twice, or is it a game I don't like as much, or whatever. I don't know yet, but that's I'm kind of thinking
like
out loud.
Gameplay wise, it's better than Returnal. When you play it,
I think it's largely the same. I think the addition of the shield helps a lot. So I think that helps to make it feel like it's its own game, and it's not just, oh, I'm playing Returnal again, like on a different planet. I think the addition of the parrying stuff, I think feels really frustrating. I'm with you, Nimp. I'm generally not a parrying sort of guy, because I'm usually have a really hard time getting the timing to the point where I can regularly do it. And the timing in Saros for the parry feels really weird. And I think it's partially because it takes him a second to bring the shield up, and then like it takes a second for the shield to envelop him. And when I do a parry, I want it to be like I hit the button and there's maybe like half of a second of preparation, and then I'm parrying. Like you can repeat the movement, and I never felt like I could repeat the movement in this enough.
I think, and I was thinking about this when I was playing Code Vein 2, I think the issue that I have with parry systems in general is, unlike dodge systems, parry systems are not universal game to game, but like dodges always seem to feel kind of the same.
True.
No matter what game, what genre you're playing.
That's a good point.
And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but at least for someone like me, it's like, cool. I was able to successfully semi-parry in Sekiro,
right,
which is a parry heavy game. But like any other time I try to do it in like any other type of Souls games or anything, it's like I don't know why my mark is so far off. Like the wind-up's weird, or it just doesn't feel appropriate for what I should be
I'm doing it way too
thing.
early or way too late. Yeah, like I can't get the timing down. And
then it doesn't help. And this was a big thing with Expedition 33, Clair Obscure.
Right.
they play so much with like the mock attack or like the
Yeah.
feint, where it's like just do the attack.
Just hit
like,
me,
I don't
man.
need
Jesus.
A 2-minute, yeah, I don't need a 2-minute wind up for you to do this attack.
Right. Yeah. So it's, I don't know. Part of what I'm doing here is just kind of thinking out loud of like, how do I feel about this game? And I need to find some time here to do another run, basically to the point where it's basically saying like, okay, do another run. I was like, okay, well, I need to find the time to do that, and maybe that will be the end, but I'm not entirely sure at this point. So I'm still really enjoying it. Like, I'm still playing it, but I'm just kind of figuring out how I feel.
You may have said this earlier, but how long are your runs roughly now?
Well, if I start from the very beginning of the game, they can be. I think the longest run I've had, which is basically like through all of the areas from like from the front to the very end, was like 2 hours and 45 minutes, something like that.
Oh wow!
Okay. So like they can be really long, but I'm kind of Moon's mic arm has given up the ghost again. But I'm like
update,
I'm like purposely doing that. Like I'm purposely saying I'm going to spend a lot of time because this boss that I'm going to fight is really hard, so I'm going to power myself up as much as I can to get all the way there. But if you're going to just like going to one area, they're not half an hour for an area, maybe. Like they're really not that bad.
But I mean, you seem to be finding a noticeable difference for progression.
Yeah,
taking the longer routes. So, yeah, okay.
Yeah, especially as you get like more of the upgrades to let you get into like doors you couldn't get to before, or ledges you couldn't get to before, stuff like that. Like the further you get in the game and the more tools you get, the more areas and side paths and treasure rooms and all of that stuff that you can start opening. So like it's not just, it's very much like Returnal, where like, oh, okay, I can go back through the first zone and I can get to this whole other area. Like in Returnal, when you get the grapple hook, I have this whole other area of the first zone I can get to that I didn't even know was here, because I can like grapple across this giant chasm and get a whole ton of upgrades. So like you kind of get more and more and more upgrades as you go through the game to kind of let you mine as much as you can from each individual area. So yeah, I like it a lot. I don't know, I gotta figure out what my hesitance is over, you know, Returnal, which was like game of the year, baby, let's go, it's the best thing ever. So it's I don't feel like it's there yet. And is it the game's fault? Is it my fault? Is it like, am I not feeling it? You know, I don't really know. Yeah. So we'll see. Last game I want to talk about here though is Mina the Hollower. I want to remind everybody, it's pronounced Mina. I have heard some people pronouncing it in real wild ways online. It's just Mina, like a person's name. I don't.
Is it just standard spelling?
Mina.
Mina.
Yeah, like it's wild. Anyways, Yacht Club Games, who made Shovel Knight, they made a Game Boy Color Soulsborne, which is wild. It's so far been incredibly good. It has also been, like most Soulsborne games, incredibly difficult at the beginning. I have had to remind myself on more than one occasion for these games. The thing I have to remind myself in all of these games is basically like, hey, dummy, you don't need to fight every enemy you come across. And my brain is like, yeah, but maybe I do. It's like, no, you really don't.
No. I hate to sound like that cat. No. But yes, you do.
Well, the problem is, in this game, like a lot of other Soulsborne games, is there will be areas where you go into it and you're like, okay, I can handle all of these enemies, and then there's going to be like one giant dude with a shield that is going to, every time he hits you, it's going to do like more than half of your health, and he moves very slowly, and you can get around him easily. And I'm like, I keep dying to this guy. I guess I'm going to keep fighting him. It's like, no, just keep going to the dungeon you're going to. You can avoid him for now. You really don't need to keep fighting this guy right now. So like a lot of that has been, I haven't really played a game like this in a while, so let's kind of like get back to it. But it does feel incredibly good. I mean, that's not really too surprising from, the team that made Shovel Knight, that, this game is going to feel great to play. It does have a really interesting kind of Estus flask system, where your flasks, you start off with 3 of them at the beginning of the game, if I remember correctly, and every time you go into your there'll be like a checkpoint area every once in a while. It's like a hole in the ground. You go in there and you go into this area called the Underlab, and it's Mina's kind of like area that she works in. It has a station to like
We're not having any luck with those bushes, man.
Oh my god, no!
No, let me. If this is taken from his short,
it's the same thing from my short of like. I was just gonna try that screen again, man.
I've seen in a long time.
Yep, so good. But like, it has a bunch of the like machines that you need to manage. Like, you can switch out your trinkets, which are they feel a lot like the trinkets in Hollow Knight, where it's like you can only equip X number of them. They're gonna change your playstyle in some sort of way. You're kind of finding them around the environment. One of them refills your flasks. One of them turns... The currency in the game are bones that you're kind of picking up from the environment and from enemies. Which, every time you get enough bones to put into a stat, the game just says bone up. And it's just
I
like...
will not make a joke about the shop. I will not make a joke
it's
about
like
the shop.
You gotta...
I will not make a joke about the shop.
You gotta find a better way to say level up, man.
Screw it, I'm making a joke about the shop. Is that the zone where you spend the bones?
No, no, that would be really great if it was. So like, it has all of those, and it gives you your flasks back when you go back into your underlap. You also get healed to full, which is really great. But the only way that you get more essentially like juice in your flasks is by damaging enemies. So your flasks are not full when you pick them up. If you look at the Mina's health bar at the bottom of the screen, it's red. When you get hit, it takes that red away. And then when you hit enemies, it starts filling up with a little bit of a yellow portion. That's how much health you'll gain back if you drink one of your potions right now. Which I think is kind of a cool system. That's not like, I just keep popping these things from the bottom of my health, and we're just gonna kind of keep moving our way through here. Like, you need to be aggressive more than anything else instead of trying to stay passive in this game, which I think is pretty cool. But a lot of it so far has been more story focused than I was kind of expecting. Of like, Mina was kind of instrumental in making all these 6 generators around this area that she's coming back to. Those 6 generators have been broken or destroyed or sabotaged in some sort of way. She needs to come back and she needs to fix them. That way, some horrible evil doesn't come back to life and destroy them all. And it's basically like, all right, you got 6 dungeons you can go do. Knock yourself out. Figure out where you want to go, what you want to do. And there's a really smart system in this game where at certain points, a new newspaper will come out, and the newspaper serves as like, here's some of your stats. Like, here's how many times you've jumped. Here's how many times you've died or attacked and stuff like that. But it's also, you're going to have a little bit of a like headline of the next suggested place for you to go. Like, oh, the dead are rising out of the ground in this area to the east. And it's like, okay, so I should probably head east and see if I can find something over there, huh? Which I think is really great of, like, you don't have to listen to it. Like, you can try and go wherever you want if you want to try your luck. But I appreciate that there's, like, a little bit of guidance without the game saying, hey, the first dungeon is over the east, it's called this, it's in this region. You know, I like that there's a little bit of non-obvious paths there. So I did finish the first dungeon. I spent a lot of my time playing at the beginning, kind of exploring, especially in the main hub town. It feels like there's 100 secret things in there that you can do, of like, oh, there's a secret shop over here, and there's like a secret mini game, and if I gain another one of these things, then I can enter a whole new set of shops, and I can buy a new cloak for 3,000 bones, and that gives me 25% more health. And it's just like every screen that I'm on, it's one of those things that I like in games like this, where you look at something on the screen and you're like, I wonder if I can get over there. That tile looks suspicious, or like that coffin has a crack in it. Can I go hit it and will it do something? And so far 99% of the time it's like, okay, I went over there and I got like a gem that's worth 300 bones. Okay, cool. Like, I'm glad I tried to figure out this little environmental puzzle to get a little bit of a bonus. I really liked the first dungeon. It was kind of just long enough so that it wasn't annoying, but by the time I fought the boss, I'm like, okay, I feel like I had spent enough time in here, and I fully explored as much as I could in here, and I'm pretty ready to kind of go to the next area. And I fought the boss. I get a bunch of bonuses. I activated the first generator, which you've probably seen it in the trailers, but it turns into this really wild, like, side-scrolling activity where you're like rappelling up a generator and like hopping across these kind of, you're like running around the outside of a tube and kind of trying to activate this tower. Really wild stuff for as much as I was expecting this game to just be like a Game Boy Color styled platformer. But I really, really, really like this game at this point. I have invested a bunch of bones into not only upgrading my character's stats, which has made a huge improvement, but also buying a ton of stuff from the town, which has made a huge improvement too. Like, I am now carrying 5 healing flasks at this point, up from the standard 3, which has been really big. I can now carry 2 sparks, which is a system I totally forgot to talk about. When you die, you leave all of your bones behind, and you're going to need to do like a corpse run, like is fairly standard in these games. But if an enemy kills you, they take the spark that you dropped, and you have to kill that specific enemy to get your spark and a bunch of your bones back. So it's not just like go back to your
stuck in Bloodborne.
Yeah, it's like you can't just go back to your corpse and like go pick up your bones and like run away. No, if a really tough enemy beats you, you're going to have to go back, and you're going to have to take that enemy out if you want your stuff back. All of this stuff, by the way, can be managed through the assist system. There is, I think Yacht Club Games says there's 100 variables you can tweak in this game of like, how much damage do you want to do? How much damage do you want to take? Do you want to use the spark system? Do you want to lose your bones when you die? Do you want to make it so the game isn't as dark? Do you want to have no HUD? Do you want to jump really high? Like, there's so much stuff in this game to kind of change the entire experience in a way that I think is really fun. I haven't turned any of that stuff on because I'm trying to play it as the kind of default recommended experience, and there aren't any
As God and the devs intended.
That's right. And there aren't any difficulty options, like, easy, medium, hard, or anything like that I could notice from the beginning. The only really option you get at the beginning is which of the 3 weapons do you want to pick. There's a whip, there's a hammer, and then the thing I picked was the 2 daggers. The 2, like, fast slashing daggers. And each one seems like it's about as strong as the other ones are. It's just kind of how you want your play style to go. So I don't know how much of a difference there are. And you can buy all the different weapons as you go through the game. One of the shops in town sells all of them. So I appreciated that of like, I was a little worried it was going to be like, well, if you want to try out some of the other weapons, you just got to start the game back over. It's like, I'm not sure I want to do that just to try out the other weapons. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about here other than this is definitely the game that I've spent time thinking about the most ever since I played it on Friday. It was like, I think I played for just a little over 3.5 hours, and I could have kept playing for probably the rest of the day if I had nothing else to do at that point. Like, it's definitely one of those games of like, it reminds me so much of what I liked about something like Link's Awakening, of like, it feels like there's something to do and something to find in each and every screen, in a way that makes me just want to keep playing it, of like, I picked up this new, I didn't even talk about sidearms. Sidearms are basically, like in the Castlevania games when you pick up those like sub-weapons, it's those things in this game. And some of them are like, you throw a sword, or you throw an axe. Wouldn't you know it? And some of them are, you have an umbrella that lets you cover really long distances and float over like pits that you weren't able to before. Or here's a bike and it goes really fast and lets you try and get to some incredibly wild places, and also it lets you land on enemies' heads. It's like, oh, okay, sure. Like, that's not quite what I was expecting, but okay. And it's definitely one of those games where it feels like even after a couple of hours, it feels like I've only kind of just started to scratch the surface in a way that is really exciting, and makes me want to just kind of continue to see as much as I can of this game and like figure out all the puzzles and stuff. There's still a bunch of stuff even in the town of like, I don't even know how to get there. There's like a treasure chest that has a trinket in it, and I'd love to know what that is. I don't even know how to get there yet. I'm sure I'll find out at some point, but I'm excited to solve the puzzle and get whatever reward that is. I don't know what else to say other than I'm having a blast. And unsurprisingly, the Shovel Knight devs made another really great 2D game. Yeah, that looks really cool.
Yep.
So
nice.
I mean, yeah. If it's a great game, it's a great game,
Yeah, exactly. And I'm also just really happy that they made another game and that it's really good. Because I never played any of the Shovel Knight DLC, and I was really worried after years and years and years of developing this, that I think I mentioned it last week, that was like, I didn't want the expectations to run out of control like Silk Songs were, of like, this better be the best game of all time if it took X number of years to come out. You know, how the internet is terrible. And so far, it seems like the sales and reviews of this have done really well, which is really great. And it's a really great game on top of it, too. So, all right. That's all I'm playing this week. Let's knock out. We don't really have a lot of news stories or releases here. We don't have any news stories. So let's talk about our releases for the week of June 1st, 2026. Starting off with a bang here, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out on Series consoles and Switch 2. This is the...
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that this was for these two consoles, and I was like, "How did I miss the new Final?"
How did I miss the brand new? Yeah. This is the second of the Final Fantasy VII remake, but they're not actually remake games. I liked this one quite a bit. Nimp and I recorded a spoiler cast that was a dead sprint for, I think it was 3 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
and that
there's things I could be nitpicky about, but it was still fun to play.
Yeah. Oh my god, I totally forgot about the card game too. Jesus Christ, one of the best card mini games that RPGs have had in quite a while. But yeah, you should go play these. They're great. They're a lot of fun. And the second one was really really quite good. Next up here, we have Tetris the Grandmaster 4 Absolute Eye comes out on the Switch. I wanted to mention these because I feel like when I hear about the Tetris Grandmaster games, I only see them like at Games Done Quick, where someone's like, I'm just going to play the hardest difficulty blindfolded, and my back is to the screen, and everyone's screaming the whole time, so I can't hear it. Yay! And I pulled up this trailer to say, like, okay, surely, like, the base game itself isn't as bananas. Nope. From what everybody's been saying is, like, no, Tetris Grandmaster is, like, the hard one, where if you want to play some real Tetris, not Tetris for babies, like, this is the one you want to play, it's ludicrous. The whole every piece of footage for this game is like, yeah, this is the fastest Tetris has ever been. Then that's where we start. Good luck. It's like, okay, cool, great, good luck. So there you go, Tetris Grandmaster 4. I don't even know anymore, man. Good luck. Next up, River City Saga: Journey to the West comes out PS5, Switch, and PC. I'm not sure how I missed this, but they're making another River City ransom-style game. It just is also taking place in, like, one of the most famous stories of all time. So, why not? Looks fairly wild like these games do. So, I'm happy they're still making these games. I also just... I don't know if these games have ever been for me, but, like, God bless them for making another one of these and also making a Journey to the West version of it for unknown reasons. I don't know. That's great. And lastly here, Gothic 1 Remake, which is actually the title of it, comes out on PS5, Series consoles, and PC. Did either of you play Gothic when it came out?
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, okay. Physical down there. On PC.
Okay, yeah, it's like
when PC games used to come out on disc.
That's right. It's a classic PC RPG that is just... I have completely missed the entire Gothic series. It came out, what, 25 years ago? 2001.
Yeah.
Hey. So okay, makes sense. There's a remake.
This was a hardcore dark fantasy RPG before Souls-like, but this is, I would say, a Souls game for not in the context of like there being bonfires and stuff like that, but just in the difficulty of you are not the chosen one, and you find that out within the first 5 minutes of playing this game. So.
Right. Okay. Well,
it's still a fun game.
I didn't know it came out so long ago. I'm glad that they're doing a remake of it though, especially for like these are more of the remakes I want to see of like this game came out almost 30 years ago and it was like a 3D game on PC. So you didn't have a PC to run it, and if you did, it ran terribly. So now you can play it.
From what I remember, this game was rough even back then when it came out.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, everything just was off. But I don't remember if I ever actually beat this game or not. I know I put a bunch of time into it.
Right.
But I might pick this up just to see how much of this I remember. I just remember it being super difficult.
Yeah. That was definitely the era of, like, your computer can't run it, it's super janky and probably doesn't work. Also, it's incredibly difficult, but if you can get through it, you'll probably love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's all the releases we have for this upcoming week, and that means that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. If you'd like to visit us, you can do so at tvgp.tv. Everywhere to find and follow us is on the right-hand side of the page. Don't forget to join the Discord server. We mentioned that at the top of the show. We do have the best community on the internet. So if you want to come hang out with all of us that are very food motivated, you can hang it over there. And don't forget, if you're interested in doing
Don't mention food, bro. I've got my window open because it's perfect temperature to have my window open, and somebody started barbecuing.
Oh my god!
All I can smell is hamburgers.
I have
and, like,
at least
sausages.
At least two people doing the same thing here, and I'm like, I have not eaten enough today. I'm dying here. But like I was talking about at the beginning of the episode, if you're interested in doing the 5-job fiesta, I think we have a handful of more people doing it this year, and I think we have kind of the usual old regulars there. So if you haven't played Final Fantasy V before, the fiesta is a really great way to kind of take a lot of the potentially overwhelming choices out of the mix, and just kind of leave you with a game that's a little bit more approachable. And if you ever need help, pop in there, and a bunch of us are more than happy to play to help over there. Also, if this is your first run, just do what's called a regular run on the site. It's just a standard run. So that would be my recommendation. If you'd like to support us, you can do so over at patreon.com/E1M1 or E1M1.cash.
Those ones are the numerical digit 1.
As we mentioned before, $5 a month tier is the recommended tier that gets you everything. Anything above and beyond is greatly appreciated. You can support us over there, as we've been talking about for a while. Rate us positively on your podcatcher of choice. That really, really helps feed the algorithm and have people find our show, especially in the recommended for you sections. So if you want a free and easy way to help this show and every show you like, that would help a whole bunch. I think that's it. So we'll see you all next week. Bye.
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 All right, Nimp. Hit me with your titles.
I have Want to Play 5 During a 4-Job, Double Popped an Achievement, 321 mile per hour, by the way, Semi-Heated Text Exchange, It's Mina, standard spelling, Bone Up, and As God and the Devs Intended.
All right, Moon, what do you have?
Back to Basics, Double Popped an Achievement, probably a veto, but shoot them in the mouth. The Greater Good, Buck Wild with the DLC, God-Given Name, Highway Loop, and As God and the Devs Intended.
I guess I gotta write down As God and the Devs Intended. Intended. I have 800,000. Never ever lose your legs. I'm looking at you, me. Double Popped an Achievement, and As God and the Devs Intended.
I love Double Popped Achievement.
That is a good one. I know it's not going to win, but I also really like Moon's delivery of, I'm looking at you, Ash. I'm looking at you, me. I'm okay if you guys want to do Double Popped an Achievement.
I'm good with whatever. If you want to do that, if you want to do the I'm looking at you, me, that's fine too.
I think I like the achievement.
You have to make the deciding vote.
I think I like Double Pop an Achievement a little bit more. personally.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll circle
right.
it.
I'm ready.
Oh,
Me too.
oh my. Starting in 3, 2, 1. This is That Video Game Podcast, episode 971 for June 1st, 2026. Double popped an achievement.
The one time I don't want to see it.
Really great when you get that solid pop.
All right, thank you so much, everyone, for listening and watching. We do greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go. It's real hot in here, and I'm hungry. So we'll see you all next week. Bye!
Bye.